You have your own business now.
Woo!
Legit business.
Legit.
Well, the second season of Pose, we see Blanca navigating the workspace.
And she's a boss. The audience needs to see how Blanca maneuvers in the world of business and how she can handle it.
We explore the challenges of being a trans woman of color in New York in the early 90s when you're facing transphobia and racism.
This was a dream of mine that I didn't dare speak out loud, and now I'm too scared to believe that it's even real.
It's real. Don't blow it.
I had never read a story where a trans woman was the hero.
Last season, she was younger. She was a little green. She didn't have everything that she needed, but she had the determination. And not to mention, she had her kids. So that was very important too.
She could bring in all these various young people who need her love, who need shelter, who need nurturing and care, and we can see them grow.
Girl, what are you doing out here? We talked about this. You said you wasn't gonna walk the piers no more.
Angel thinks that she has to do sex work. You know, you've seen in season 1, she tries to get a job, it doesn't work.
And when you force a sect of society and you marginalize them and you deprive them of the privileges that people take for granted each day, their struggle to survive becomes even more difficult and even more complicated. We see the struggle of the trans community. They're forced into positions that can end their life or can cause them to be incarcerated.
You got a light that shines so bright right inside of you. And I just wish you could see it.
Angel becomes a model.
What you want me to do in return?
Private sitting. Some shots from my personal collection.
I remember when I shot it, I felt so emotionally exhausted. There are a lot of parallels with this story in my life. Like, no matter what strides I've made or what jobs I've done, I don't get too excited. I don't get too excited because anything can change in a snap of a finger.
I was a freelance musician, a pianist. I was playing Carnegie Hall. I was playing for the most well-respected ballet companies, the most incredible musicians. I was at the top of my game. I transitioned. I became a better musician, actually, because I wasn't constantly thinking about how lonely it was to be inside my head and to have other people not know who I was. So it was very confusing that I stopped getting the calls after I transitioned. Balls were a great way to escape. Houses were a place to find home.
You know, within ballroom culture, we choose our family.
You know, it's about the people who are going to love you and respect you for who you are. If your blood relatives don't have the ability, you know, to do that, go out there and create your own family.
This is my first gay son, Malik. Say hey. This is my second, it's Jose. And then I've also got a daughter right here, that's Ashlyn. These are my little babies. So when I can't Vogue and I can't do anything, they got my back. We're here.
I was lucky, like a lot of our characters on our show, to grow up in community of other trans and LGBT people. Having that chosen family who understood everything that I was going through and whom I didn't have to explain everything to was vital for me as a young person, and you can only do that by finding your people.
And if you're ready to change the world, give me a hell yeah!
Pose is our community telling our stories, and I owe it to the younger generation to put in the work. That excites me to no end.
For me, I bring a lot of that to a lot of the storytelling that I do, that sense of always having to advocate for yourself, but then knowing that you can fall back on a community of people who will back you up.
That's what Pose is all about, right? Pose is about chosen family.
We haven't had arguments yet, but I'm sure it's gonna come. But I love it. Not yet.